And then
let me start streaming.
I don't say do 3, 2, 1.
Just go
once
live,
you
dude.
see it start
It's
talking.
recording. Go live. Hi guys, this is Melissa with Mousebound Vacations and welcome to 10-Minute Tuesdays. As always, we have Owen. We like to keep him on camera so that he doesn't annoy us when he's off camera. So tonight's topic, we've got a bunch of stuff to cover, a couple topics, and then I've had some people reach out to ask how they can support our business. So that is a really easy question to answer. One thing you can do is you can like our Facebook page at Mousebound Vacations on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Mousebound Vacations. Anytime you like or comment on our page, that enables your friends to see our page, and that helps us grow our business and help our business grow. So that is one way you can help. Obviously, the question keeps coming up with how much does it cost to use Mousebound Vacations? And for our regular services, nothing. You pay the same thing to book through Mousebound Vacations as you do to book through Disney. Disney takes care of us as long as you book through us. And then there are some concierge services we have. Basically, if I have to get up before 5 a.m. to help get your fast passes or dining, there's a fee in that, or if any of our other agents have to do that as well. So we are a growing team. We're up to 3 agents, and we have agents in Missouri here in St. Louis, and then we also have an agent in South Carolina. So if Martina, if you're watching, hello to you. So the topic tonight is what is the best time to go? And we get this question a lot, but there's kind of two parts to it. What time of the year is best to go, and at what age is it best to bring your kids? Now, Owen, we took him when he was in a half, his first trip. And Owen, what are your memories from that trip?
Okay, so I don't really remember much except for one very embarrassing thing, which she is going to probably tell you.
Oh yeah, I'm totally telling that. So as much as he says he doesn't remember, he talks about it all the time. There may or may not have been a proposal to Cinderella at the castle when we were eating with her. Notice he's trying to scooch off camera. But yeah, he actually got down on one knee. The first year, she refused him. The second year, he saved up his allowance and bought a cherry ring pop and proposed to her.
Raspberry.
Oh, I'm sorry, blue raspberry.
Because blue raspberry is the best.
And obviously, she couldn't pass by blue raspberry ring pop, so she did agree to marry him the second year. We won't go into how we got kicked out of the castle. That's a different story, and it's a long, embarrassing one. But that was when, yeah. So that was when he was in 3.5. He has lots of memories. We did a lot of things. I think that's the most magical age because they're tall enough to ride almost everything, except for you weren't able to ride Cali River Rapids.
I was.
Not the first year. And Rock and Roller Coaster. So besides that, even though he was a peanut at the time, he was able to ride everything but those two rides. It was a really great time. Everything was still real and magical. And it wasn't just people in costume. It was the actual people. And there's nothing like that. Every time we walk down Main Street, I still cry because it's just such an amazing experience to see Disney through my kids' eyes. Then, as to time of year, if you would have asked me this about 18 months ago, I totally would have said end of May, early June, that you'd get the best weather, the least crowds. But Disney's changing. So there really isn't a dead time anymore. September and October used to be really dead because people were back in school, they'd vacationed all summer. And now that Disney has spoiled us the past few years with some free dining, those times are not empty. That there really isn't a dead time at Disney. They're doing a great job of bringing in weekend marathons. And so because of those marathons, there's really no downtime. Now, obviously, there are times where, unless you were a veteran, you don't want to be there. And those times, Easter and Christmas week, the week between Christmas and New Year's. We are doing it this year. We're a little scared Not gonna lie, because we've seen videos that crowds will hit maximum capacity very early in the day, and unless you are staying on property, chances are you won't get into Magic Kingdom. So those are some times to avoid. As for weather, we got burned this year with September. The price was great. The resorts wouldn't have been as crowded, the parks wouldn't have been as crowded, but this little thing called Irma came and ruined our perfectly planned adults only vacation. So
Bitter. Party of one.
bitter, yes. So really think of, obviously hurricanes do not hit Disney often. It was closed for 2 days. Disney does not close often. It really is all our fault. If we wouldn't have planned this trip, we really don't think there would have been a Hurricane Irma.
Oh, there were two hurricanes, Irma and Jose. I mean, Mother Nature was like, you ain't pinching your kids.
Yeah. So that's for the best time of the year. So you really have to, think of the weather, think of the park crowds. Our perfect time to go is end of May. We love it. The weather it's warm, borderline hot, so you still want to go swimming all the time, but the parks really aren't that crowded. Our best time to go has always been Memorial Day and staying that long week, but because of school schedules, that just doesn't work for our family anymore. We now have to go in July or Christmas or random weekends throughout the year. So now we go in July, and every time we go in July, I threaten to kill my children if they touch me because it's just so hot. But with planning, it is doable. Now, going back to some of our questions from last week that we didn't get to, the average cost for a family of four, that is real. I get that question all the time, and it's really hard to say because there's so many variables. Time of year will be a good variable. If you are how old your kids are. Once you are 10 years old at Disney, you are an adult and you pay adult prices. And those adult prices are high. So if you travel before your kids turn 10, the price will go down drastically. Then also it's which resort type are you going to stay at? If you're staying at a value versus a deluxe, you're looking at significant difference in price and quality as well. So ballpark average, I usually say for a family of four for a week at Disney, plan for $5,000, including your food, your tickets, and your resort at a moderate, but it could go significantly higher than that, and it could also be significantly lower than that if you're staying at a value. So like I said, we get that question all the time. And then our favorite resort, I think we've addressed this in the past, but people keep asking it to us. Your favorite resort?
That's Beach Club.
And then as an adult, we really like Riverside / French Quarter because of the shared pools and the transportation to downtown Disney or Disney Springs. So make sure you're sending those questions to us. And then another question that we received was our favorite restaurant.
Mine's Trail's End for a childish reason. I play Gummy Bear American Ninja Warrior or Gummy Bear Survivor, which are extreme games, which always involve the losers getting their heads eaten.
It's a gummy bear challenge. There's not much I can say. And I think we've gotten that question before, so I'm just making sure we're answering everybody's questions, even if they've been repeated in previous posts. Another question that we get all the time that is definitely important is where can you see Mickey Mouse? And like I said, that question happens all the time. Mickey Mouse there are meet and greets for him at all four of the parks right now, but the best place to meet Mickey is on Main Street at Magic Kingdom because he actually talks with you. And one of our trips this summer when we were there, the lady in front of us was from Japan, and he was actually conversing with this lady in Japanese. It was absolutely magical. You can also eat with Mickey at several of the restaurants, Chef Mickey's and Tusker House being the most obvious, Tusker House having the best bacon in the world, so that's worth the trip in and of itself. But if you need to get a hold of us, on the screen you can see our phone number. It's 18774-GREAT-TRIPS. And then you can always reach me personally, Melissa, on my cell phone at 314-956-7233. Or you can email me at melissa@mouseboundvacations.com. Make sure you send us those questions, and we will see you next Tuesday. Have a magical day. Bye.
What was up with the screen freeze? Daddy?